Hello again, it's me. I wanted to do a little conversation about Marcos's co-worker and close friend, Irina Zhdanova of Reisters, okay? Now Reister, if you recognize their company, has a logo, okay? And let's check this out. Please understand these are combinations of old, well, it seems like I'm getting some interference. Reister, Germany logo. Well, I'm working with stuff, so I'm going to get interference. Okay, you see that picture right there? Let's see if I can get it to come up like that. That is moon symbol, okay? Let me show you. Hecate moon symbol. This is called the Hecate moon symbol. See it? Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to do this. Okay, see how that symbol looks right there? I'm showing it to you. Okay? Now, when you look at Reisters, you're going to notice it's inverted. Now, for you guys who don't understand what's happening, you're going, oh my gosh, this is just silliness. It's really not. That's really the power of symbols. Okay? Now, why am I talking about Irina Zhdanova and Marcos Dreyer together? Because they're a team. Just like Marissa Dreyer and Marcos Dreyer are a team. And Marina Dreyer of ServiceNow, if you look at her pictures, they're back to back with Marcos's. Now, I don't know what all this is about, but Hecate moon power is very, very prominent in occult workers. I do sun. I do Ra. Okay? I don't do the moon anymore and haven't for over a decade. So we need to have a talk about how this impacts people and what they're doing. Now, Marcos on 12/30, he wrote an article. Okay, and you're talking subliminal messaging. And you need to understand, he did his subliminal messaging, and I can't get it to show up on the screen right. I don't know how to make it show up right. There it is. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. 12/30, 2023. Okay? And if you look at his location and you come down here, you're going to see something from her, and it says a little ditty. Marcos, right there she is. Mark us, M-A-R-C-U-S. I really can't show it very well in these videos, and I do apologize. But then when you go to her site, you're going to find something that she did which is quite amazing. February is Heart Month. We know that. But when you come down here, you're going to see some articles published, liked by Irina Zhdanova. Okay? Without doubt, one of the things, well, I'll just have to read it to you. Without doubt, one of the things I love, Mark Ronchetti. Well, she's saying it because of Mark. And then she has a TED Talk liked by Irina Zhdanova. We all get nervous. We all get scared. See the woman right there? Now, when you open this, it's going to take you to a location, and it's going to say 1 week ago, TED conference. And where was that TED conference? Tucson. Oh, I just don't like how this doesn't show. And I don't know how to make it show. Tucson. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. And I don't know how to make it work. Right there it is. TED Talks, Tucson, Arizona. And she posted this 1 week ago. Okay? Liked by Irina Zhdanova 1 week ago. Okay? Now, what does this mean? Well, she's leaving notes just like they do on Facebook, except for right in your face and linked, just like they're doing magic squares. Without a doubt, one of the things I love is Mark. And everybody gets scared. Everybody gets nervous. In Tucson, exactly 1 month after Marcos does his cyberbullying publicly on 12/30. On 1/30, which is a week ago because this is the 5th, that would have been 1/30/2024. She puts that on there, notifying and letting everybody know, hey, everybody gets scared, everybody gets nervous in Tucson, a conference, and that's where she's at, me. And those are doctors. Now, on January 16th, I went to my first physical with a Dr. Mara Santamaria. And interestingly enough, she was more concerned about wanting to get me a substance abuse consultation than addressing my need for an estrogen and balancing and looking at my body because I'm going through menopause. I haven't had a period in a couple of years. And she asked me, do you have a uterus? And I'm like, I just told you, whatever. And she was very not nice. And at the end of it, I'm like, you're really upset me. I'm going to move to the other side of the room. And I'm not really sure about how these frequencies work and then they impact people, but I am going to tell you this. Marcos and Irina Zhdanova are very close, and that's why she's putting on here, we all get nervous. We all get scared. TED Talks. One thing that struck me last year was, we all get scared, we all get nervous. Without a doubt, one thing that I love is Mark. I'm going to tell this out loud to the world. Irina Zhdanova is a higher occultist working cunning sophist. She's not with Jesus Christ. She's not benevolent. And that's why Marcos Dreyer is writing all these illicit, sexually fueled articles, and he's losing his mind. Not only is there quantum reflections and quantum entanglements with Alanis Morissette, which is exactly 3 years and 13 days younger than me, and when he was 23 and she's 24, she's talking about a Marcos who taught her spirituality. And everything she says in her song Unsent about Marcos is directly a reflection of how Marcos Dreyer is with me and how I feel about him. Does that mean she was around Marcos Roberto Dreyer, the one I married? I don't think so. But I think it's a quantum reflection and an entanglement that's very interesting because 3 years and 13 days younger than me, and I married him on 1/3/3. And the quantum entanglement and reflection with Tony Fish and Mandy is 3 minutes and 13 seconds on his YouTube video, Mandy. These are quantum reflections and entanglements that is part of us untangling our karma, and we go around like this snail on my hand. It's like a Fibonacci circle, and then we link in. That's why they say like every 7 years we change different things, and we go through our karmic cycles. Now, I want to give a message to Irina because I've tried to ask her many times to be careful with Marcos. Do you know who he is? And he's supposed to be serving Jesus. Lent's coming, and he better pay attention and make sacrifices for the Lord this year. And Irina Zhdanova, I see you. The Lord sees you. Jesus Christ sees you, and the faith see you. Stop leaving subtle, subliminal, sinister messages for me on linked after you know Marcos and I are in a Wango Tango. But here we go. Before I leave, I want to show you a little thing I wrote in the hospital. on 1/13/2023. I hadn't got out till 1/24. It's a little poem. I'm going to read it for you before I go. Feeling blue or even gray are hues as well as moods we may feel or see each and every day. Is it only one way or the other? Hard to say. Blue skies may lift a gray mood. Gray skies may bring the blues. Different hues, different moods. So hard to choose. Do we let colors rule over our moods? Does hues and moods give us a clue? A breadcrumb of colors, reflections in a mirror of moods. Look deep within, beyond hues of color and moods. Let your mind your brain within. Reach into the you within. Never mind blues or grays. Never let any hue rule your mood or day. Reach into the you within you in every way. Let your mind help you build the day and way you feel. Let your mind help you build the day and way, the ways you feel. Yeah, I write poetry, I do this, I do that. It's a creative process. Just like Alanis Morissette. When I wrote You Ought to Know, it says in her article, the ink wasn't even dry. It was in my subconscious and I just went and well, yeah, that's the creative process. And things just come out. But then there's people like me who have gifts and we tap in to things like I was told today, just now. Go look at Irina and see what she's posting. Ooh, a TED Talk, a conference that was right here a week ago with doctors. You get scared. Now you see she had to really look at those articles and pick the right ones she likes. One thing I really like. And one thing about last year. Yeah, last year. One thing about last year. So she's like, I'm with Marcos and the heck with you, but I can't say it to your face, but I'm going to show you a sinister subliminal messaging and suggestions. And cybersecurity and FBI is supposed to be involved with this right now, you understand? So I'm going to post this for you all to know. I will be addressing this like Marcos, and I have medical documentation of my enlarged right atrial valve. Right atrial enlargement when I went in the hospital 12/29/2022. And 3 days later, the Pope's dead. 12/31/222/2022. And now we're back. And I tell Marcos, please wake up and I got to save your soul. And I let his company owner know. And then Marcos says, no, you're slandering, you're you're this, you're that. And I'm going to the FBI about you. On 12/30/2023. And then his Irina Zhdanova comes in behind him on 1/30/2024 and leaves all these nice subliminal messages for us all to see. Because you need to understand something about people, okay? They're going to do what they're going to do, you know? And we can't control what other people do. We can only control ourselves, okay? So when you see people doing subliminal messaging like this, without a doubt, one of the things I love is Mark. We all get nervous, we all get scared. One thing that struck me last year was Marcos serves Jesus Christ, not Irina, not Reisters, not Siemens. Get back to the Lord, Marcos. We'll be waiting on you. Be benevolent, love, evolve.